So welcome back to another video here. In this video, we're going to be talking about, obviously, Roman again, as you guys can see. And I'm basically going to be explaining the reasons why I think that he's so underrated. Which you guys know, I believe that he is. Now, this is just my opinion, so I don't want anybody to get upset when I say this, but I honestly think that he outshines Billy Loomis a little bit. Just because, okay, I understand people have problems with Roman just because he was in Scream 3, which Scream 3 obviously gets hate, but a lot of people don't give him love at all. A lot of people just say that he was too whiny. I think Billy was whiny too, but Billy is, the original. I know he's the original killer, but we also got to look at it this way, that Roman was the one that told him got him to kill. So without Roman, Billy wouldn't have, killed, I don't think. So that's why I think Roman's the most underrated. And also, he's just the most, unique killer, too. That brawl at the end, when him and Sidney were, brawling with each other in Scream 3 was just... That was the best, reveal, I think, probably out of all the movies. That's just my opinion. Because that unmasking, first of all, we never seen anything like that. Scream 2, obviously, we had a little fight, but it wasn't like that, like Scream 3. Roman and Sidney, when they went at it, It was kind of it was just intense. But I just think that, okay, number one, he planned everything in the first movie. He had something to do with the first movie, right? He told Billy and Stu to kill, Sidney's mother. Number two, he was the smartest killer. He was the smartest killer in terms of, wearing a bulletproof vest, and whatnot. Had a voice changer to sound like other, people. Number four, I think number four, right? I just think that I don't know. He's just smart. He's just the smartest killer, He's just the smartest killer out of them all. And we got to give him a little credit. Even though that people don't really care for him and didn't really buy him as the killer really as much and didn't care for his motive and all that. I understand that, but at the same time, he had something to do, with the first movie. So it ties in with the first movie. So that's why I think that he's the most underrated killer. And I think that he's my favorite killer personally. Let me know in the comments if he's yours too, but I think he's my favorite because I like Billy Loomis and Stu, but Billy wasn't half as smart as Roman was. Either was Mickey. Mickey wasn't half as smart either. Roman was probably the only killer that did all the killings by himself. Which, that's another reason. He did the killings by himself. Obviously, we're led to believe, that there was a second killer, which you guys know I believe there was. Angelina, I think, was his partner. Even though that was the original plan, they still, filmed it as if, she was the second killer still. But, so, even with that said, Roman did the killings. Roman did all the killings by himself. He didn't have Angelina help him. Even if Angelina was his partner, he didn't have Angelina help him. He did all the killings by himself. But the other movies, you had, Billy and Stu, they basically helped each other out, Obviously, Stu probably did most of the killings. And Billy did more, most of the phone calls. Well, I think Billy did some killings, but I think Stu did most of the killings. I think Billy, killed the principal and all that, but yeah. So Roman did the killings by himself. He's just more unique. He had a second partner originally, and that was the original plan, that he was going to have Angelina. Angelina was going to be his girlfriend, I think. And basically, Angelina was supposed to be obsessed with Sidney. That was the original plan. But obviously, they scrapped that idea, didn't go with it. Obviously, the film is still filmed as if Angelina's still Roman's partner in Scream 3. It's just not. She just didn't get revealed as a killer. So that's just my opinions on it, my thoughts. I just think he's underrated. I mean, and people, give it crap too. And I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of people even give it more. This is the main thing I've been hearing. That people hate this movie mostly because Roman didn't interact with Sydney in the movie. And I'm just like, why would they interact in the movie when it's her brother, basically? It's more mystery, you know what I mean? And I understand that people would have wanted that they would have wanted, Sydney to interact with him. But at the same time, I didn't really mind. I think it was a smarter idea to, wait until the end. Because if you guys think about it, right? If you had them with each other in the middle of the movie and they saw each other and hung out with each other and they were, met each other like throughout the movie, that would have kind of ruined the movie for me, knowing that if he was her brother, it just, I don't know, it just brought more like mystery, about, the Roman, that he's just in the movie mysteriously, don't know nothing about him. It's just, that's another reason why I think he's underrated, because you just don't know nothing about him, you didn't know anything about him, like when he was in the movie, like, he was just in the movie, and nobody knew that he was the one that, told Billy and Stu, to kill, Marine, right? So, that's the whole reason why I think he's underrated, and obviously, he did a fake out death, obviously, that was smart, too, that was unique. Bulletproof vest, like I said, all that stuff. I mean, he's just the most, realistic killer, I think, in the whole franchise. Like I said, he's the one that's, set up the murders in 1996, right? So, he was the one that started it. Oh, that's just my opinion, guys. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think about Roman? You guys know that I think he's super underrated, and I think Scream 3 as a whole is underrated, but I want to hear from you guys in the comments. See y'all in the next one.